Do you know your brain can't tell the difference between a real threat and a terrifying, oh, what if scenario? So hear me out, just think about this for a second. When you sit around vividly visualizing your business failing or a worst case scenario with your kids, your heart rates will spike. Your amygdala, which is your brain's alarm system, starts flooding your body with cortisol and stress hormones as if the disaster is happening right now. But here's what you can do to shift that mindset. So in neuroscience, this is called mental rehearsal. Your brain is the ultimate simulator because neurons that fire together wire together. When you imagine failure, you are physically building a high efficient neural highway for panic and defeat. You are actively practicing a reality you don't even want, which is interesting, just like a personal story for me, and I know some of you might relate to this, but if you have a lot of friends and you believe that you need to be a part of their life and spend as much time as you can around them so that you can influence Jesus or influence a more positive perspective in their life, make them more open-minded, you'll realize over time, you might slowly start picking up certain tendencies that they have, bringing them into your life. And this is why boundaries are so important, because you're eventually going to adapt to the scenarios you put yourself in. You need to realize your limits and pray about it. Now, you can still love your friend and you can still be an example to him, but you need to have I don't want to say expectations, but you need to have a certain mindset and lead with your spirit, which is obviously just pray about every situation you go into. Because yes, God calls us to serve. He calls us to be the hands and feet for him, but also you need to step away and pray. It's mentioned all throughout the New Testament. Jesus had to do that many times. And even though in the epistles, those guys who were closest to him, and yes, that is the actual way you say it. It's people say apostles, but it's actually called epistles, to my understanding. But he had to go away and pray. Even though he trusted these men, he knew that they were human. And just like all of us, we are human. And that's why we need to pray daily. So make that a part of your morning routine, especially start the day off with some rock star prayer and fire-soaking worship. What that is you find there's this band Mercy Culture. I believe they're based out of Texas. They have incredible fire-soaking music, man. Their worship songs are on point. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you really quickly, because going back to why I brought that up is that when you start hanging out around these people who you're trying to impact, as you slowly might start to build the habits that they have, and you'll start creating new neural pathways in your head that will modify to your situation because you're in it so much. Just be careful, man, where you spend your time. You know, the Bible calls this out thousands of years ago. In Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. And there is a book on that. God designed your mind to build the reality you focus on. You have to use your imagination to simulate the victory, not the defeat. And something that I have realized, and you can realize this too, and if you have kids, or if you work with kids, just watch them as they play. Watch how they put every bit of who they are and acting out maybe certain characters they like from movies, from shows, from books. And there is so much of them they pour out into being that character, even when they play with their toys. I played with toys for a really long time, and having that childlike innocence, like running around in my front yard yesterday. I had a spaceship and then my kids had dinosaurs. We were all running around. I'm sure people were, as they were driving by, they're like, man, that dude looks crazy. I might look crazy, but I'm enjoying the time I have with my kids and I'm being present with them. Because bro, let me tell you this, and I'm sure you already know this. Everybody has an opinion. Just like everybody has a nose, everybody has a butt, everybody has a mouth. So you need to understand that these people, they have, the ones who are so quick to judge, they have a limited, skewed view of thinking. They are in the box thinkers. And we are out of the box thinkers. And eventually, if you're trapped in a small box, it's just gonna create so many issues of life. It's gonna stress you out because you're not open-minded to things that would actually help you and make you better. I just wanna share that with you really quickly. And God did not die. Jesus did not die on the cross just so you can be defeated. He fought the defeat. So you are already a champion. You are already a warrior. You are already committed to doing so many incredible things, and you don't need to limit yourself. So here's the catch. The second you try to step into that victory though, the emotion is going to throw a coordinated counterattack. And I am exposing these 4 hidden tactics in part 4. So hit follow so you don't miss them.